really a matter of actually putting holistic workplace design into practice. For the most part, architects and engineers create buildings independent from the interior designers who create the spaces for the intended occupants. And those interior designers really only get a hint of how the space is going to be used by the occupants. And now those occupants are actually more conscious of workplace wellness and well-being concerns. So the design, construction, and interior activities, have really occurred more or less in silos, and they need to come together into a more holistic and life cycle approach. If I take the ASHRAE 62.1, which is the indoor air quality standard, it suggests a minimum requirement of 3 air changes per hour, which is pretty much what gets designed into most air handling systems. But it turns out that the optimal air changes per hour is more like 6. But those systems can't simply be dialed up to handle 6 air changes if they were designed for 3. So it requires, that requires the system to be re-engineered. We have a lot of long-held common knowledge interior design criteria around indoor air quality and access to natural light, stable temperatures, and humidity control. But that really must start with architecture and engineering and carry through into that and be integrated with the interior design. But that really leaves us with that question too about, does workplace design impact well-being? There is some design, evidence that design and color elements can either induce calm or invoke stress, in the workplace. But, well-being is more aligned to what I'm discussing in the first question about, is the employer doing anything to address that work and work life differently? The most amazing workplace in the world cannot counteract a toxic work environment.